17 years ago, Suri Cruise became famous as the Golden Spoon baby right from birth. She is the only daughter of two Hollywood A-list stars, Katie Holmes and Tom Cruise. Despite being born into privilege, Suri has now become a modest, independent young woman, all thanks to the nurturing efforts of her mother, Katie Holmes. After divorcing Tom Cruise in 2012, Katie Holmes was determined to provide her daughter with a normal life. Since her divorce from Tom Cruise, Katie Holmes' life has undergone a surprising transformation. No longer a part of the glitzy Hollywood scene, she has chosen a simpler life, with her primary goal being to nurture her beautiful daughter, Suri, into a visionary and resilient woman. When you see Katie Holmes and Suri in photos, they are often seen strolling along the streets of New York City, sometimes in the most delightful manner. Both mother and daughter are smiling and engaged in enthusiastic conversation. There are no traces of extravagance or lavish parties. Instead, they appear to be embarking on a private adventure of their own. One day, in the news, I read about a special Friday evening that Katie and Suri had set aside for each other. They went to see a theater performance at a small theater in the Soho area. The evening was truly special as everyone had forgotten their smartphones and disconnected from the virtual world. Instead, they immersed themselves in the story on stage, and afterward, Katie and Suri took a stroll in a nearby park, releasing their small hands to feel the cold of winter. I believe that the most important aspect of Katie's upbringing of her daughter, Suri, is how they spend time together. The busyness of life can make us forget this, but Katie Holmes always creates truly special moments for her daughter. Their life doesn't need to be filled with big events, extravagant trips, or pointless extravagance. Instead, they find joy in simple things, like cooking together, working on small craft projects, or simply taking a walk in the park together. Another noteworthy point is that Suri has been taught to always connect with others through social activities, engage in charitable projects, and help others. Katie emphasizes that teaching Suri kindness and respect for others is an essential part of child rearing. Under the bright city lights, I think about how Katie Holmes has transformed her life to ensure that her daughter will grow up to be mature, bright, and compassionate. This journey is not just about creating beautiful memories for a mother and daughter, but also about teaching Suri how to live a simple and lovable life, especially in a complex world like today. 17 years ago, Suri Cruise became famous as the Golden Spoon baby right from birth. She is the only daughter of two Hollywood A-list stars, Katie Holmes and Tom Cruise. Despite being born into privilege, Suri has now become a modest, independent young woman, all thanks to the nurturing efforts of her mother, Katie Holmes. After divorcing Tom Cruise in 2012, Katie Holmes was determined to provide her daughter with a normal life. Suri's life before her parents divorced. Suri Cruise was born on April 18, 2006, before her parents, Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes, divorced. Her life in this famous family was surrounded by opulence and media attention. She was raised in an affluent environment and frequently appeared in online and television news. Suri was often described as one of the most famous children and was referred to as the Golden Spoon child due to the luxurious and privileged life she enjoyed. Before their divorce, Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes often participated in extravagant events and were involved in the Hollywood entertainment industry. Suri often accompanied them to events and walked the red carpet, where she garnered significant attention from the media and the public. Suri's life before her parents' divorce was marked by attention and active engagement in entertainment and fashion activities. At just 3 years old, Suri's clothing collection was valued at millions of dollars. This led to Suri being celebrated as the most stylish girl in Hollywood. She often dressed in outfits with a distinct, frilly, feminine style. However, after the divorce, Katie Holmes was determined to provide her daughter with a more normal life and distance her from the opulent and powerful lifestyle Suri had experienced in the family before. After everything changed, the girl, along with her mother, moved to live in New York. There is information suggesting that Katie temporarily ceased dressing her daughter in designer clothes, even returning gifts from brands and custom-designed clothing. Previously, in addition to her luxurious wardrobe, Suri also dabbled in makeup from a very young age. She was often photographed wearing lipstick even before turning 4 years old, and she was even spotted shopping for and trying out makeup products shortly before her 5th birthday. There was even a period when she faced criticism for wearing high heels at such a young age. However, this trend gradually faded as she was no longer living with her father. Despite her life in the Hollywood spotlight, Katie is dedicated to protecting her daughter's privacy from the media. She no longer shares too much about her daughter on social media. She has shared in the past, every parent is challenged by social media, the internet, and the process of raising children. She emphasizes the importance of limiting screen time for both herself and her daughter. Instead, Katie wants her daughter to grow up away from the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, spending more time with her grandparents and aunts in Ohio, where she herself was born. Katie also ensures that Suri remains connected to the outside world. In an interview, the actress shared that both she and her daughter actively engage in volunteer activities. In 2019, they traveled together to Greece to help people at a refugee camp. This activity not only brings greater benefits but also strengthens the bond between the mother and daughter. She said, "I enjoy volunteering with my daughter and hearing her perspective on how we can make a difference." Growing up with a lot of support from those around her is not a reason for Suri to become lazy or spoiled. Katie has revealed that she maintains a strict schedule at home, and Suri has a list of daily chores, including making her bed, tidying up dishes, and doing her laundry. After 6 years of homeschooling, Katie decided to enroll her daughter in a private school. She believed that attending school could provide a sense of normalcy because of uniform regulations and the prohibition of designer clothing. Suri used to be a child with many privileges that other kids might envy, such as frequent travels on luxury airplanes or private helicopters. However, her mother removed these privileges to teach her about frugality. Katie often takes her daughter on the subway to school or around town. Since parting ways with Tom Cruise, the two of them have become more familiar with public transportation. The special relationship between Katie Holmes and her daughter Suri is a beautiful example of how Hollywood stars can create a unique model for raising their children. Not only Katie, but also Angelina Jolie and Julia Roberts, along with many other celebrities, have created their own models for parenting. Angelina Jolie, a talented mother, has created a model for raising her children by promoting a spirit of nonprofit and love. She teaches her children about love and compassion by engaging in charitable activities and helping those in need all over the world. This helps Angelina's children understand that helping others is an important part of life. Julia Roberts, another famous star, focuses on creating a warm and encouraging environment for her children. She often engages her children in artistic and fun activities such as painting or singing. Julia Roberts believes that creativity can help children develop their minds and create memorable moments. From these examples, we can see that every Hollywood star has their own way of parenting, but their commonality is that they always prioritize family and create truly special moments for their children. Their lives may be full of stage lights, but within them, family always comes first. Finally, when we discuss how famous Hollywood stars raise their children, we can't help but wonder, what do you think about the way they do it? Every family and parenting model is unique, and there is no perfect formula. However, what's important is prioritizing family, creating lovely moments, and teaching children about love, compassion, and emotions. Please share your thoughts on how these celebrities are raising their children in the comments below. Do you have any suggestions or share your experiences on how to create memorable moments with your family? To make our family life more beautiful and meaningful, sometimes, all we need is a little love and time together.